This is just a little in the way. This is the material that is in the trailer usually. It's a trailer of the horses. Welcome to part 2 of this rebuild of one of the walls in the small barn. We've got a problem this year due to all kinds of drought and fire conditions. Our hay supply is likely to be a little compromised come next year. So it's about storage, trying to create storage space. And this small barn has obviously been a little bit of a junk hoarding situation. If you haven't seen part 1 of this, I shall link it below. But today we've got to get some tools and materials because we need to build some pony walls. If you don't know what a pony wall is a little tiny wall that you put a wall on. So this particular wall is about 6 inches this way. It's I think 3 inches tall, and well, it goes around the whole perimeter. When we rebuilt this wall, that wall, and that little bit of wall, the rest of these are super sketchy. This one is, yeah, a little weird. This doesn't go, and it's like, why didn't they? How come they didn't build it on top of the conqueror? Or if they did and it fell off or something. Anyways, none of this is. It's not very good, and it's certainly not up to spec if we were to have any specs. By the way, today's work is about getting a drill. We need a concrete drill because we have to drill the concrete to drill some holes. We're gonna put some rebar in. We'll talk all about this in a little bit. Let's just get on with it. First thing I got to get the trailer off because the trailer is full of delicious alfalfa. Get the trailer off. We got to get out to the rent. We got to rent the bit and the drill because I certainly don't own a concrete drill. It's not very much use for it, so buying one is it's excessively expensive for something that you never use. Got to buy some concrete, either that or the NaviJack Plus concrete. Make some forms, buy some rebar probably to put the rebar. Anyways, let's get on with it, and let's go. Oh, hello Luke. Can you smell the alfalfa, my friend? Because it's tasty. Okay, if you guys are just tuning into this series, what's in the trailer right now is a pile of alfalfa. Some delicious looking stuff, to be honest. Oh, look at that guy. And we got it for a pretty good price. And as such, it's best to stock up as much as possible while the prices are kind of good. I need storage space. Storage space is happening in here, but unfortunately when I took all this stuff out, I realized that I really gotta fix the place up a bit because it's kind of sketchy. So with that, we got to get the trailer off because I need to go drive around and pick up some stuff. We don't want to drag the trailer around with us, do we? No, we don't. So we're lifting the truck. There we go. I want to lift the truck up with the trailer. Yeah, not bad. A couple more. Okay, we're good. In case anybody was wondering how you get a trailer off of a truck, that's the business. Okay, so we're gonna leave this here. It's going to, well, sit there for a few days for sure. Should be fine. We've got nothing but dry weather ahead of us, so this too doesn't have to have anything done with it. Let's get to the rental store. We need a concrete drill. Usually they call out when I get home. Come on, Lena, do it. She's thinking about it. Okay, we are back. So we've got the concrete drill and the rebar, and I forgot that I left a pile of alfalfa in the back. We needed to get 5 more bales. So we're gonna unload those, stick them in here, get the rebar out, get the drill out. Let's get to work. Okay, drill attained, ready to put a bit into and get on with this business of drilling holes. I've put blue marks everywhere. These walls are going to be 16-inch on center walls, typical walls, normal walls. Right now they're a foot. I think he's done them only at a foot or so. It's kind of weird. This wall will likely not exist one day, but I'm gonna put a new wall in. These ones are done on 2 foot, and I think that'll probably be fine. There's an awful lot. We'll see what happens. But essentially I'm going to try to marry up a post or a 2x4. It's going to run on each one of these. It'll match up better. I'll be able to put screws in, you know, and all that stuff. So all of these little blue dots here are going to be where we're going to be drilling holes. There's a lot of them. I think there's 20. Got 20 holes to drill. Rentals until Monday morning. Gives me a day to get it all done. And then this wall as well. This will also be 16-inch, just a normal basic wall going over there as well, 16 inches. And these ones are 2 foot. So let's get drilling. Look at these guys. I like Lena the best, to be honest, when it comes to saying hello. She just got that look about her, so tall, and she always comes in soft. See how her head lowers, and she's hello. She says, "Are you here for my morning scratches?" Why, yes, Lena, I am. Funny you should ask. I am here for your morning scratches. How did you know? Oh, yes. I'll go back here a little bit more. Tell me the whole story. Where is it, Lena? She says it's around there. Oh, a little bit forward. That's it. That's the spot. It's right there. Oh, it's too much there. Horse face interpretations. Oh, no, it's still at the shoulder. Tried to go backwards a little bit. She says no. Yes, there you go. Somebody had asked about whether or not Lena's hair or fur is coarse. There's a fly. And it is a little bit. It's soft, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit of a coarse hair compared to some that are quite light. Nanner's had come over to say hello, but I ignored her for too long. Okay, there you go, Lena. Yes, it was your morning scratches. All right, with morning scratches out of the way for Lena, at least, we have to get on with this project. Now, yesterday I worked probably till mid-evening, but there was a problem I have to wait till today for, and that is the drill that I rented is for lack of a better word, is the acronym POS. So, parents with their kids watching, good luck explaining that one. There's where my drill bit is. Now, question is, why does that happen? Well, when a drill bit goes into one of these drills, it locks in. It doesn't, you don't screw it in. It's a hammer drill, so it's a woodpecker hammer. So it hammers the drill bit into the concrete while it's turning. Anyways, the chuck, the bit that holds the bit, the part that holds the bit, has a locking mechanism that's supposed to keep that bit in there tight, never to come out unless you loosen the chuck. Clearly it gave out. So the chuck's not very good, very low quality. And then the drill bit's now stuck in there. So I can't do anything about it till the store's open. It's too early now. So as soon as the store's open, I'll go and get a new bit and rent a different drill. So the first place, I'm definitely not going to be paying the cost of renting the darn thing. What a waste of time and money. But look here. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys these. We have some rose bushes here, and this one's still going okay. They've been here for a while. As you can see, they're all gone. Of course, we've got our lovely, what is this called again? I remember now. Ow! Okay. Those bushes are thorny. It's everywhere. What's this stuff? It escapes me. But it grows really well, no matter if it rains or doesn't rain. Oh well, I can't do it. Too many projects around here. One of them is just gardening for a week. Okay, so the next thing right now to do, because I can't do the holes yet, is give this area a little bit of a cleanup, and then we can start bringing in wood for the forms for the concrete. So let's do that. Well, half done is better than not done at all, isn't it? Okay, so cleared out so I can at least get into this darn place a little easier. I'm gonna chuck all that over in the, got a wood pile over there. And it's just about 8:30 now, so it's time to get the tool, another drill bit, get these holes done. Finally get the concrete form set up and finished, and pour some concrete. That should happen today. So that's all the little bits of rebar that are needed when we put the holes in. So I don't know how many of you have ever done concrete work or whatever this kind of work is, rebuild. But when the holes are put in here, we need to put a piece like this, like this piece of rebar here, because the next bit of concrete has to attach, and it's not just going to adhere. You can't just kind of glue it on. You've got to anchor it, and so that's why we've got all these holes in here. And now I just got to drill all the holes and get the drill back. I'm really glad I got my drill bit out. That rental there. Here's the kicker though. Here is the real kick in the pants, is that the place I rented it from is the same place I get all the other big equipment, the excavator and the steamroller, not steamroller, but the roller that I use, the big one, drive around and stuff. Great guys for that. Good products, good machinery and stuff like this. They rented this thing to me for $75 a day. The place that I went to, which is a local hardware store, will actually lend this hammer, this hammer drill, to me for free. So let's just say I'm gonna have a conversation with those guys on Monday. Not that they're bad, but don't rent that kind of piece of junk to me. Okay, so let's get this done. Well, it's looking good. Why is it not? Yes! Whew! Well, that's good. Got my drill bit out. Okay, let's get on with these holes. I think it took me less time to drill these holes than it took me to clean up outside. Okay, so all the holes are done. You can see So that's good. So here, I'll show you real quick. Take a couple of these. And they'll just drop in like that. And like that. Kind of thing. And they'll anchor in, they'll go all the way around, and they'll anchor in some concrete. So that's the next step. But I gotta go give the hammer drill back, so I can live up to my promise of bringing it back quickly. I can't believe how fast that was. So much better than that thing. Boo. Okay, moving on. Neighbor's weed whacking. Kind of noisy. And he's not a big fan of weed whackers. Right, buddy? Oh well. So he might be stomping around in the background. Okay, we're moving on with the build. I've got all my bits of rebar in. I picked up some wood. I'd go grab some wood. For the forms, concrete is here. Concrete machine is here. Interesting story about this. I bought this from the guy that owned this place before because he was a concrete dude. And he sold this to me. It's an old one. Atika. And he says it's way better than anything you could buy nowadays. And I said, cool, sold. So this has been well used. It's going to be used again because it's so much easier to mix in a mixer. We've got our saw station set up here to build these forms out, which is going to happen right now. Poor Luke. He says, I don't like weed whackers. Okay, moving on with the job. Okay, it is lunchtime, but I thought I would do a real quick explanation while my thoughts are clear in my head. The form is done. So we've got a basic 4-inch high form, and the idea is that I'm going to be able to create hopefully some a pony wall that is sort of level all around, because this place is a little wonky. I did have to sort of accommodate a little on this edge here because it's real low over there and then high over here, and so these little bits here just sort of hold the form together, and then the ends are set up to make it the width that I want. Corners are a little sketchy, but they're fine. You just have to put the concrete underneath the bit, and then it's just going to go along the other corner, and then so yeah, that's my explanation. There you go. Form's done, ready to start pouring concrete, pouring concrete. Shouldn't take too long to do that. Maybe another hour or two and we'll be done, and let this set for the next couple of days or so. And then hopefully on to making walls. Okay, a couple hours later, this pony wall is complete. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever worked with cement, but man, it is a real chore to get it smooth and sort of leveled out and cleaned up essentially. And you can kind of see now how much, I don't know, the GoPro is going to give it a little bit of, but there's a pretty big warp to this wall. And I'm not sure exactly if it's because of me or not, or something's going on or something, but this looks a little worse than it used to be. It used to be, I think it's a little more, like an inch in or something like that. By the way, whatever. This wall here will disappear pretty you soon. So that is a job done. Now it's time to let that set and then build walls and then support the roof. Get some alfalfa in here, see if we can solve this problem, or work on solving the problem of running out of food for the horses. But at the very least, this is going to be a space, a rather large space, 20 by 10, and I could probably stack 6 to 7 feet high. So it's gonna hold quite a bit, and it's dry, and out of the weather, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, well that ends this part of the video, because the next part's going to be the wall, but that's not going to be done for a few days for sure. So I will make a part 3. Thought I was only going to make 2 parts. I'm going to make 3 parts. So a little bit of junk left over. No idea what to do with these. That's going to the dump. This stuff has got to get a little sorted, but you know, it's getting there. And all that wood has to go somewhere else. Yeah, the horses are doing well. Everybody's been out to play and enjoy a little bit of a nice day. We got another sunny day, one of many on their way. We have had no rain for I think close to a month. Not a speck of rain. Everybody's taking it easy right now. It's quiet, nice and quiet. Okay, break time for me, and I will see you guys in the next part. Hopefully it's been interesting. I know it's not a lot of progress, but it takes a while to do concrete pony wall work, and then when the walls go up, it starts to look that much better and different. It's good. Okay, see you guys in part 3.